Morning, everybody.
Morning.
It's a wet day.
It is.
Yeah, we've got to go shopping, haven't we?
Yes, at some point. You've got to eat.
I know, and I need to eat, and all I'm losing weight. I've lost another pound, down to 8 stone now.
Dear.
I'm wasting away.
Wasting away.
I haven't had any belly aches, but
No.
I'm wasting away. Well, yesterday we had another interesting contact. Well, Tracy did and passed it on to me. And this one was from Nigel, who said to Tracy, "Is that Trevor who ran the Breadline Gallery with his lovely wife in Rodley?" And Tracy says it was, and she, well, it turned out that this was Nigel and his wife, and Ruth, yeah, well remembered, Pat, Ruth, and they used to run picture framing shop in Pudsey called Beaver Products, and we used to take in picture framing for him. We had a thing in the window.
Did quite a lot of it.
Did quite a fair bit. He used to call every week and pick up stuff for framing, and we got quite friendly with him, and we did have a meal with them, and he announced to us. Did we have quite a few meals?
Quite a few.
Yeah,
I think they came
here and we went there. Very sociable animals in them days.
Yeah.
And he announced that they were going to emigrate to Australia.
Yeah.
So we assume that this contact has come from Australia.
We don't know.
We don't know.
They may have come back, might they?
But a lot of people do that. They keep in contact with certain places from their earlier years on Facebook, on these group pages. And Tracy picked it up on a Pudsey community group page on Facebook. So he may well be in Australia and still watching what's going on. Yeah,
in Pudsey. I think he picked it up because at Bull's Yard.
Drawing, yeah. But
that's in Pudsey.
He said to Tracy, asked Trevor if he remembers when an incident which I've actually spoken about on here, but I'll just go for anybody that might not have heard that. I did it was actually a painting. It was a painting in acrylics at Art College, and I asked Nigel. I knew that Nigel had a roof rack on his car. And I asked him if he'd, because I didn't have a car at the time, I asked him if he'd transport this painting back home for me from the college. And he agreed, and we tied it on the roof rack. I mean, we tied it with string.
Yeah, red string, I think it was, that thin stuff.
How naive can you be? And we were going under the Leeds underpass, big long tunnel. Well, it's a long road, but it has a tunnel bit in it. And before we hit the tunnel, I said to Nigel, just have a feel out the window and make sure that painting's still there, Nigel. And he had a feel. And he says it isn't. And I said, "I'll stop messing me about, Nigel." And he said, "No, I'm not joking, Trevor, it's not there." We had to go right through the tunnel to the roundabout where the old Yorkshire Post used to be, come back round up the other side, and when I looked across I could see it in the fast lane in a heap, crumpled heap. We had to come off, go over the bridge, come back on, and I had to pick it up.
You're not allowed to stop, really.
No.
There. I mean, you wouldn't do it nowadays, I don't think. It'd be too busy. But at that point in time, it wasn't very busy, was it?
Wow,
Oh.
it was in a right mess. It had shoved part of the wooden frame right through the canvas at one point. And it was a lovely painting as well. Anyway, I got it back here and in this very room, which was then my studio, and I took it apart, built a new stretcher, re-stretched it on a new stretcher, put water on the back, soaked it, and so it would stretch and let it dry out, stretch all the creases out, and then I put a patch over the back and glued it back and then mended it on the front. Literally you couldn't see it when I finished it.
It was a really nice invisible mend.
It was, yeah.
He's good at things like that, because when we used to do pyjamas up, he were very good at filling and matching and matching veneer up and splitting it into original wood and then, you know, touching it up with it. Even putting fake lines in on some things, didn't you?
Fake grain.
Fake grain. And it were really good at that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we French polished it and did it up.
Yeah.
And so.
We were a good team, Pat.
Yeah.
You were a great polisher, French polisher. Yeah, we were a good team. But it was very hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So that was the incident that obviously Nigel still remembers. All these things that happened all these years ago, I mean, that were in the 70s,
yeah,
you know.
he said nearly 50 years ago.
People remember all these things, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, incredible. And I'd put a video up of some of my drawings, and I put it up for YouTube members and Patreons. And I've waited until they've all seen it, and now I put it up public on there for you to have a look at. But Bonita, who won my first raffle, she contacted me and said she'd love to see more of these coloured pastel drawings that I did. And I was explaining that I don't show them because
they're framed.
They're all framed. They have to be framed immediately I've done them, or else they get damaged. And it's a real task. Well, it's expensive framing them, and you can't carry them around in the van, and posting them's a nightmare. So it's much simpler and easier with the pen and inks to do it online like I do. So what I've done is, I said to Bonita, today I'll show you some on here. So I brought some down into the kitchen to show you all. All right. So I'm going to stand up and show you them. I was just wondering whether I ought to have done the letter first.
I think you did.
Did
you should do.
Should do the letter. We'll do the letter first. This letter is from Pat, and it's on the 6th of February 1967. Darling Trev, you know I was going to wash my hair. Well, I had such a bad headache I didn't bother. This morning I went to the doctor's. They said the pain I keep getting was to be expected if my mother suffered with it when she was young. So he gave me a sick note. So now I have to stay off school another 2 weeks. And I have just had 3 weeks off. So I'm not doing bad. You were hardly ever at school.
Yeah.
This day I've noticed was rubbish. Pat never suffered with headaches after we were married. This is just a mother wanting her at home.
Oh, I did get headaches. Belly aches and all, blooming sorts. Oh, summer.
I went for my glasses and I only have to wear them for reading and writing, as it is only my left eye. This afternoon I had my photo taken, so I have sent you them. Please don't show anyone them, will you? Oh yeah, them.
The three.
Yeah, I've shown
ones, yeah.
those pictures. I remember having them in that thing on my wall.
Yeah.
Little did Pat know I had a corkboard on the wall over my bed with photos of Pat on it. When I didn't get a letter from Pat, I turned it toward the wall. Everybody knew if I had received a letter just by looking at the board. Oh, Trevor had a letter today. I didn't need to look at the board. He looked at me. Oh, by the way, I saw your Stanley in town, and he tells me you had not wrote home lately. I bet they won't like me anymore at your house. It's true, I didn't write home much at all. They had no idea what I was doing. I wasn't very close to either my mother or my father. It is true, I wasn't in them days at all. You know, I'm reading a story out of a book called Your Romance. You want to read some of the stories. They are, quote, good if you don't mind sexy stories. I bet I sound like a sex-mad female. Anyway, love, give my love to Andy and lots to you. Oh, on Friday, was you mad with me for some reason? If so, please let me know why. Love, Pat. What was that? When we had
you usually
phone?
have a phone call. I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe you were a bit...
The next one's from me.
All right.
Hm?
Don't know.
Ich weiß nicht.
It was, isn't it? Don't know. Right, now the pictures.
And now the Pickies. I'm going to show you some small ones first. And these are not pastel, these are coloured pen. Are these? That's a little one. And now they've all got glass on. So I hope
You can see.
because we're going to get reflection. That's one. This is another pen, coloured pen drawing. Can't avoid the reflection.
No, you can't.
This is a pastel drawing. Poppy fields.
And if I put blind down, there won't be as much reflection.
I don't think so, Pat. Need the light. This is another pen, coloured pen drawing. Right, the bigger ones. Getting an awful lot.
Yeah, an awful lot of
An awful lot of reflection. I don't.
Yeah. It's one of my favourites, this one. I have that at the side of my bed.
You can see the blooming pattern on the wall behind.
Yeah. You can, can't you? better? Yeah, stop
What,
getting
what
pattern.
am I? Oh, that's a landscape. No,
No,
I
you're
can
still
still
getting
see.
pattern.
Very hard. Very hard to see. Can you see? Oh, it's hopeless, isn't it?
Yeah. That one as well is one of my favourites. I love the trees and stonework and things that you put on. Okay. That's the last one. All the lovely shadows.
Little village in Derbyshire.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a wardrobe full of those. Haven't we, dear?
Yeah. Patch wardrobe. Full of them.
That's
Yeah, I know.
Tracy's wardrobe, really, but just my clothes hanging that side.
Oh, hi.
Hello, darling.
That's Leafy.
Emerging.
I know it. Look, it's not very good with glass. It's hard to,
Yeah, to see them.
and it's terrible. It's terrible trying to get the glass out. But it's really thin. Is that glass? So there you are. I have. There's gonna be. It's a bit gonna be different because of this phone. The rubbish editor that I've got can't handle things. It's hopeless. So when I do these chats, I'm going to have to upload me drawing in a separately. Now I did some drawing yesterday afternoon and filmed it, so I can't add it to this because I've no video editor. It's just not
Yeah.
working. So I'm going to have to put them up as a separate little video. So that you'll see that pop up at some point. All right, I think that's it.
Right.
So thanks for watching.
Yeah. Oh, barge going by.
It's been busy this week with barges.
Mm.
No, I'll never see it.
No, it's just gone.
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 Sorry.
Mm. Yeah, there's been a few going up
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Mind you, it is coming up to an holiday, isn't it?
Well, apparently the airports are absolutely...
Are they jam?
In England, the airports are just people kipping up
right.
floor and all sorts.
Oh dear.
So it's mayhem.
They're all trying to get out.
Yeah.
To warmer weather.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Right.
Right, well, we'll see you tomorrow, all being well.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.